It started with a set of party photos that disappeared almost as quickly as they were posted, and within hours, Hollywood insiders were whispering about a new rift no one saw coming. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry showed up at Kris Jenner's extravagant 70th birthday celebration, surrounded by the biggest names in entertainment, but instead of the usual glamour-filled headlines, the night triggered a storm of confusion, frustration, and quiet tension behind the scenes. When the Kardashian-Jenner family removed their photos featuring the Sussexes, reports exploded claiming that Meghan and Harry had personally requested the takedown, and suddenly everyone wanted to know why. Some sources said it was about timing, others blamed behind-the-scenes rules, but what really fueled the drama was how upset the Kardashians reportedly were about the entire situation. Now, Hollywood watchers say this single moment might have opened the door to a whole new conflict, one that could reshape Meghan and Harry's already delicate relationship with the entertainment world, and even affect their long-term plans across the pond. The whole situation began when the Kardashian-Jenner family shared a few glamorous snapshots from Kris Jenner's milestone birthday celebration, an event packed with Hollywood icons and overflowing with attention. In those early posts, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry could be seen among the guests, dressed in coordinated black and blending into the high-profile crowd with surprising ease. But almost as quickly as the photos went up, they vanished, leaving fans confused and insiders buzzing about what happened behind the scenes. According to reports, a representative connected to Meghan and Harry reached out and asked that the images be taken down, sparking immediate questions about why such a simple gesture created such a strong reaction. Some people close to the Kardashian circle felt blindsided, saying the posts were innocent and no different from the countless event photos shared online every day. Yet the removal created an unexpected ripple through the entertainment world, raising eyebrows and prompting the first wave of speculation about whether this was just a small misunderstanding or the opening chapter of a much bigger conflict waiting to unfold. What really ignited the tension was how strongly Kim Kardashian reportedly reacted to the request, with insiders saying she couldn't understand why Meghan and Harry wanted the photos removed in the first place. From her perspective, the couple had already been photographed publicly earlier that same evening at the Baby2Baby Gala, posing alongside major celebrities and drawing plenty of attention, so it felt confusing that only the Kardashian post became an issue. People close to the family say Kim felt the takedown made the Kardashians look as if they had crossed some boundary, even though everything they shared was harmless and typical for a star-studded celebration. Within their circle, the reaction was described as frustration mixed with disbelief, especially because the Kardashians rarely face this kind of restriction from guests. To them, it seemed like Meghan and Harry were drawing lines that didn't exist for anyone else, and that sense of being singled out created a wave of irritation that traveled quickly through the family. And while the photos were gone, the feeling they left behind was anything but temporary, hinting that this moment was only the beginning of a deeper Hollywood clash. But the tension didn't stop with Kim's frustration, because insiders began whispering that Meghan may have unintentionally created a new Hollywood problem that could follow her far beyond a single deleted post. Several sources claimed that within the entertainment world, the Kardashians are known for having long memories when they feel slighted, and the idea of Meghan crossing them immediately stirred talk about whether this moment could shift the couple's standing in Los Angeles. Rumors suggest that some publicists and industry figures already see Meghan and Harry as extremely careful about how they appear in public, and this incident only reinforced that impression. According to those close to the situation, the feeling spreading through certain Hollywood circles is that the couple's desire for control sometimes creates friction with people who are used to uncensored social sharing. And while none of these claims are confirmed, the buzz alone was enough to paint a picture of rising unease. The kind of quiet, behind-the-scenes tension that can shape perceptions long before anyone speaks publicly. What made the whispers even stronger was the suggestion that Meghan and Harry may need powerful allies now more than ever, raising the question of whether this small clash could end up costing them more than either of them expected. Amid all the confusion, sources close to Meghan and Harry offered a very different explanation, one that had nothing to do with ego, image control, or Hollywood politics. According to reports, the couple requested the photos be removed out of respect for Remembrance Day in the UK, a solemn period honoring those who served Harry, who has always been deeply connected to military causes, even wore the traditional poppy while attending Kris Jenner's celebration, and insiders say he didn't want party images circulating during a weekend meant for reflection. From their perspective, allowing cheerful, glamorous photos to spread online at the same time as formal commemorations overseas might send the wrong message, especially considering the ongoing sensitivity around their relationship with the royal family. People familiar with the situation claim the couple simply wanted to avoid drawing attention during a moment that holds personal significance for Harry. Yet, even with this explanation, the decision sparked more questions than answers, because it highlighted just how complicated their balancing act has become. Managing Hollywood expectations on one side and royal optics on the other, all while trying not to disrupt the delicate progress toward rebuilding family ties. Just as the Remembrance Day explanation began circulating, another twist emerged that pushed the confusion even further. The debate over the so-called photo consent form early reports claimed Meghan and Harry had checked no on a form given to party guests, signaling that they didn't want their images posted publicly, but almost immediately, another source came forward saying no such form ever existed, at least not for the general attendees, raising doubts about where that detail came from in the first place. This contradiction fueled a wave of speculation online, with some wondering whether the couple had made a private request separate from any official paperwork, while others questioned whether someone close to the situation was trying to shift responsibility. The conflicting stories also sparked a broader conversation about how Meghan and Harry managed their visibility, because if there was no consent form, it meant the decision to remove the photos was handled entirely through personal communication rather than an event policy. And in Hollywood, where image control is a sensitive subject, that only added to the perception that this wasn't just a simple misunderstanding, but part of a larger challenge the couple continues to face when navigating public and private life. The more the story evolved, the clearer it became that the night's drama went far beyond a few deleted photos. While Hollywood was trying to make sense of the photo drama, the reaction across the Atlantic was even more intense, with royal insiders reportedly stunned that Meghan and Harry chose to attend such a lavish, high-profile event during a weekend tied so closely to national reflection. According to sources who spoke to UK outlets, some palace figures viewed the celebration as out of step with the image the royal family tries to uphold during Remembrance events, especially when Prince William and other senior royals were taking part in formal ceremonies at the same time. One insider described the party appearance as jarring, suggesting it highlighted how far Harry's lifestyle has drifted from the traditions he once followed. Reports claim there was confusion within royal circles about why the couple would step into such an extravagant Hollywood scene, knowing it would draw global attention, and critics questioned whether the timing could complicate their ongoing attempts to ease tensions with the royal household. Even though no official statements were made, the sentiment behind the scenes was clear. The contrast between solemn duty in London and star-studded glamour in Beverly Hills didn't go unnoticed, and it added another layer of pressure to an already delicate situation. And just as the royal chatter reached its peak, the guest list from Kris Jenner's celebration pushed the story in an entirely new direction. Inside Kris Jenner's celebration, the atmosphere was nothing short of overwhelming, with some of the most recognizable names in entertainment gathered under one roof, creating a level of star power few events can match. Meghan and Harry arrived in sleek, matching black outfits, blending quietly into a room filled with icons like Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey, Mariah Carey, Tyler Perry, Snoop Dogg, Justin Bieber, Ciara, and the entire Hilton family, all inside Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's jaw-dropping estate. For many attendees, seeing the Sussexes mingle alongside Hollywood's elite was surprising enough, but combined with the later drama over the vanished photos, their presence took on a whole new meaning. Some guests reportedly noticed how carefully the couple moved through the crowd, choosing where to stand, who to be photographed near, and what conversations remained private. It was a reminder that every public moment in their lives is measured, even in a room filled with people who live under constant attention themselves. And although the night was designed to celebrate Kris Jenner, the subtle attention on Meghan and Harry hinted at something deeper. A couple trying to maintain their public identity in a space where every angle, every camera, and every whispered comment has the power to shape their next headline. But the most telling part of the evening wasn't who they spoke to. It was how the fallout afterward exposed a challenge they've been facing for years. As the story gained traction, it became impossible to ignore how the deleted photos highlighted a long-running challenge Meghan and Harry have faced since stepping away from royal life: the delicate balance between maintaining privacy and operating in a world where visibility is both currency and vulnerability. Ever since moving to California, the couple has tried to shape their public narrative carefully, whether through curated Instagram appearances or tightly produced streaming projects that control what parts of their life are shown. But Hollywood doesn't always operate on that level of precision, and insiders say the contrast between their controlled approach and the industry's fast-paced sharing culture can create friction, especially when other high-profile figures feel their posts are being restricted or scrutinized. The Kardashian-Jenner family, for example, thrives on rapid social media updates that capture every moment, and being asked to remove something so routine reportedly felt like a disruption to their rhythm. This incident also fit into a broader pattern noticed by observers who say Meghan and Harry often find themselves navigating moments where their desire for boundaries collides with the expectations of the circles they interact with. And with every new headline, it becomes clearer that their public image walks a tightrope, one where every decision, even a deleted set of photos, can reshape how both Hollywood and the royal world perceive them. What makes this moment even more significant is how many insiders now believe it may signal a shift in the couple's relationships with some of their most influential connections. As whispers continued to spread, a new concern emerged among Hollywood insiders: whether this seemingly small incident could signal a much larger shift in Meghan and Harry's standing within the entertainment circles they've relied on since moving to California. Rumors suggest that some industry figures are growing cautious, feeling that the couple's careful approach to public exposure can sometimes create unexpected tension, especially in environments where openness and constant sharing are the norm. For a pair building their future on media projects, partnerships, and high-profile relationships, even minor misunderstandings can leave a lasting impression. And several sources claim that losing favor with a family as influential as the Kardashians is something no one takes lightly. Reports also indicate that Meghan and Harry may need strong allies now more than ever as they continue navigating complex relationships on both sides of the Atlantic. From Hollywood executives to royal family members, the Kardashian-Jenners, known for their long reach and massive public influence, are not the kind of group anyone wants to fall out with, especially at a moment when the couple's future ventures depend heavily on maintaining wide support. And that's what has fueled the latest wave of speculation, that this deleted photo episode may be less about a single decision and more about the growing pressure surrounding Meghan and Harry's place in the worlds they're trying to remain part of. With each new report, the question becomes harder to ignore. Is this just another brief headline, or a sign that the couple's Hollywood journey is about to get even more complicated? In the end, what began as a simple set of vanished photos turned into a moment that revealed far more than anyone expected, exposing the delicate balance Meghan and Harry are still trying to maintain as they move between royal tradition, Hollywood expectations, and the constant scrutiny that follows them everywhere. The deleted images may have disappeared quietly from social media, but the conversations they triggered, from Kim Kardashian's reported frustration to Hollywood's cautious curiosity and the royal family's quiet disapproval, paint a picture of a couple caught between worlds, each with its own rules and consequences. For Meghan and Harry, every public step now carries weight, and this incident showed how even the smallest decisions can ripple across continents, shaping how people in both the entertainment industry and the royal sphere interpret their intentions. Whether this becomes just another fleeting headline or a turning point in their relationships with powerful circles remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the path they're walking leaves little room for missteps. And as new stories continue to emerge, the world is watching closely to see how they navigate a future that demands transparency, diplomacy, and a careful awareness of how even the quietest moments can become the next major chapter in their evolving story.